Let's drift together through tonight's peaceful bedtime story. Lobelia and Aphelia's Guiding Light. This story is about a kind-hearted girl named Lobelia and a forest spirit named Achillea, who guide each other to protect ancient trees from a looming storm. Once upon a time, in a quaint village surrounded by ancient forests and rolling hills, lived a kind-hearted girl named Lobelia. Lobelia had a special connection with nature and spent her days helping the villagers with their gardens. One spring morning, while tending to her favorite lilac bush, Lobelia heard a soft, melodic giggle. Turning round, she spotted an enchanting light drifting near the flowers. Furious and unafraid, Lobelia approached the light, which shimmered like a playful spirit. "Hello," Lobelia said gently. The light flickered and transformed into a delicate figure, a spirit named Achillea, with wings like gossamer and a smile as bright as the sun. "I've been watching you, Lobelia. I see the love and care you put into the earth," Achillea said. Lobelia's eyes widened with wonder. "Your name?" she asked. "I am Achillea, a guardian spirit of the forest. I've come to offer guidance to those who cherish the land as you do," the spirit replied. Over the days, Achillea's presence became a constant joy for Lobelia. The spirit showed her hidden paths in the forest, secret meadows and old trees with tales to tell. Each evening, under the luminescent moon, they would sit by the lake and share stories. One twilight, as they sat by the serene water, Achillea said, "Lobelia, I have something important to share with you." Intrigued, Lobelia listened intently. "The forest is in need of your help. The storm is coming, and it might harm the ancient trees. We need to journey to the heart of the forest to protect them," Achillea explained. Without hesitation, Lobelia agreed to assist. They traveled together, crossing sparkling brooks and climbing moss-covered stones. With Achillea's guidance, they reached the heart of the forest, where a majestic tree stood, its roots deep and ancient. "This is the old mother tree. If we recite a special chant, we can protect her and the forest," Achillea instructed. Holding hands, they circled the tree and chanted words of protection. As their voices melted, a warm, golden light enveloped the tree, spreading through the forest. The storm clouds parted, and the forest was safe. Months passed, and the bond between Lobelia and Achillea grew deeper. The village thrived, the gardens bloomed, and the ancient forest stood tall and strong, thanks to their efforts. "You've done so much for this land, Lobelia," Achillea said one evening. "If remember, you're never alone. I'll always be here, guiding you and watching over you." With a heart full of gratitude, Lobelia smiled and replied, "And I'll always cherish our bond, dear Achillea." As she drifted off to sleep each night, the soothing presence of Achillea wrapped around her, a guiding light in the darkness. Now, let's journey on with another gentle tale. A Salvia and Poppy in the Hills. This story is about a girl named Salvia and a firefly named Poppy who go on a magical adventure in the hills where dreams come true. In a serene village nestled between the rolling hills stood a little cottage where a girl named Salvia lived with her grandmother. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Salvia would sit by the window, her eyes twinkling with wonder at the flickering lights of fireflies. Among these enchanting creatures was a special firefly named Poppy. Poppy's life glowed a little brighter and warmer than all the others. One magical evening, as the fragrance of blooming wildflowers filled the air, Poppy flew close to Salvia's window. "Hello, Salvia, do you want to come on an adventure?" Poppy asked, her tiny voice barely audible. That elf was curious, Salvia nodded eagerly. "Look Poppy's glow grew stronger, encircling Salvia in a warm embrace of light. Together, they floated into the night sky, leaving the cozy cottage behind. They soared over the hills, where meadows stretched like vast carpets of green, dotted with colorful wildflowers. Butterflies danced in the moonlight, and the whisper of the wind sang a gentle lullaby. "Where are we going?" asked Salvia, her heart pounding with excitement. "For the heart of the hills," replied Poppy. "It's a place where dreams blossom and magic is real." As they approached a secluded glade, the air hummed with a mysterious energy. In the center of the glade stood an ancient tree with branches that reached out like welcoming arms. "This is the tree of dreams," said Poppy, her light illuminating the tree. "Make a wish, Salvia." With a gleam in her eyes, Salvia closed her eyes and whispered her deepest wish. The tree's leaves rustled, as if acknowledging her wish, and a gentle breeze carried her words into the night. Suddenly, Salvia found herself back in her cottage, with Poppy hovering by her side. "Will my wish come true?" she asked. Poppy's light twinkled. "If you believe it will." With a smile, Salvia climbed into bed, the adventures of the night swirling in her dreams. The next morning, Salvia awoke to find a patch of wildflowers blooming outside her window, just like in the magical glade. She knew her wish had taken root, and the magic of the hills would always be with her. From that day on, Salvia and Poppy shared many more adventures, exploring the hidden wonders of their beloved hills. And every night, as the fireflies danced in the twilight, Salvia knew that with faith and a little bit of magic, any wish could come true. The new chapter begins to bring you peace. Amaryllis and the Garden Guardian, Harmony Unveiled. This story is about a girl named Amaryllis and a garden guardian named Katie, who work together to restore harmony in a forest after a devastating storm. Once upon a time in a village called Evergreen, nestled among lush Outwell Hills, lived a girl named Amaryllis. Amaryllis had a special connection with nature. She could sense the feelings of plants and understand their silent whispers. Her parents named her after the flower that bloomed around her birth, believing she brought the same beauty and essence to their lives. Amaryllis often spent her days wandering the forest, feeling the bark of the ancient trees and listening to the symphony created by rustling leaves. One day, Amaryllis stumbled upon an old, forgotten part of the forest, where a thick canopy of trees created a cool, mystic twilight even at noon. There, she saw a mystical figure with gentle features and a welcoming aura. It was Kadi, the garden guardian, a spirit that watched over the harmony of the natural world. Katie had the ability to communicate with every aspect of the forest and maintain the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Over time, Amaryllis and Katie formed an unbreakable bond. They would sit together for hours, sharing stories and secrets of the forest. Katie taught Amaryllis how to sing the songs of the trees and the language of the flowers. In return, Amaryllis helped mend broken branches and tend to the young saplings with care. One unfortunate autumn day, a fierce storm battered Evergreen Village, threatening to destroy the harmony of the forest. The storm swept away the fallen leaves, broke branches, and scattered seeds far from their homes. Amaryllis and Katie watched in despair as the storm ravaged their beloved forest. But as the final raindrops fell, Katie reminded Amaryllis of the resilience of nature. Together, they began to pick up the pieces, nurturing the seedlings and comforting the shaken trees. They sought the wisdom of the ancient oak, who stood as the pillar of the forest. The oak spoke of the importance of harmony and how it could be restored through patience and collective effort. Inspired, Amaryllis and Katie rallied the animals and plants, uniting them in their efforts to heal the forest. Squirrels planted scattered seeds, birds spread messages of hope, and the flowers bloomed with new vigor. As seasons passed, the forest thrived once more, filled with song and color. Immerse and Kut's efforts turned the disaster into an opportunity for stronger bonds and deeper harmony. Through their connection and dedication, they not only restored the forest, but also revealed the profound beauty of working together. Amarillo's heart swelled with pride and gratitude as she realized the true essence of harmony. It was about unity and shared effort. Under the canopy of stars, she and Katie made a promise to continue protecting their sanctuary and to cherish the harmonious balance they had worked so hard to achieve. And so, Evergreen Village flourished in the embrace of two guardians, one human and one spirit, whose friendship and collaboration brought forth endless wonders. Another gentle journey awaits. The Phinia and Ophelia's Journey of Renewal. This story is about a young woman named Petunia and a kind-hearted troll named Achillea, who together rejuvenate a fallen tree and nurture a beautiful friendship, symbolizing the spirit of renewal. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, there lived a kind young woman named Petunia. Petunia had gentle eyes the color of a clear summer sky and always wore a smile that could light up the gloomiest of days. Nearby, in a forest dense with age-old trees and mystical allure, lived a kind-hearted troll named Achillea. Unlike the tales that humans often whispered about trolls, Achillea was compassionate and cared deeply in nature. One fine spring day, Petunia decided to explore the forest. Lured by the enchanting whispers of the trees and the promise of a new adventure, she had heard the forest's beauty, but had never ventured deep within its embrace. As she wandered deeper into the woodland, she stumbled upon a fallen tree. Its long shadow stretched across the forest floor, and it blocked her path. Petunia, with her gentle nature, knelt beside the tree and placed a comforting hand on its rough bark. "Oh, this tree must have stood here for ages," she murmured. Just then, a soft rustle echoed through the leaves, and Achillea emerged from the shadows. "Hello there," the troll greeted warmly. Startled, but not afraid, Petunia smiled up at the kind troll. "Hello, Petunia." She introduced herself. Achillea, with eyes that shimmered like the forest itself, extended his hand in friendship. "I am Achillea. This tree is very special to me," Petunia nodded, understanding the troll's connection to nature. "Is there something we can do to help it?" she asked. Achillea's face brightened at her willingness to assist. "Yes, we must bring it back to life. It needs renewal and love," he explained. Together, they gathered seeds, fresh soil, and water from a sparkling brook nearby. Under Achillea's guidance, Petunia learned how to nurture the forest. They worked tirelessly, drawing on Achillea's ancient wisdom and Petunia's youthful energy. Days turned into weeks, then soon new saplings sprouted where the old tree had fallen. The forest seemed to hum with approval. One beautiful morning, Petunia stood back to admire their work. At this, Achillea, "It's like the forest is born anew," she explained, her heart swelling with joy. Achillea nodded, his own heart warmed by the spirit of renewal that they had fostered together. With the old tree now a vibrant grove of young plants, its essence lived on in a new, flourishing form. The bond formed between Petunia and Achillea grew stronger as they continued to care for the forest, and their friendship became a testament to the beauty of renewal. All in that quaint little village by the magical forest, Petunia and Achillea lived, always tending to the woodland and each other, symbolizing the everlasting spirit of renewal and the power of a kind heart. Good night, and may peace fill your night.